Hey guys, let me here. Welcome back for episode 2 of What If Season 2. In the last episode, we asked what if Nebula joined the Nova Corps, and today we're about to ask her and ponder yet another question. So let's go ahead and get ready to strap in, guys. If you want to see the full-length reaction, check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gives you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up with the time codes for reaction the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover in the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on what movies we react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage to try to make it worth your while. Should you right away support the channel. But guys, at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this reaction, at least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. And with that all said out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into episode 2. What if Peter Quill attacked Earth's mightiest heroes? Here we go.
Commander, do you have eyes on the target?
Barely. It's moving fast.
You are free to engage. We cannot allow...
So I assume the tipping point in this one would have basically been like if Yondu had actually delivered him where he was meant to be delivered to, rather than making off with him himself to spare him ego. Jeez.
A son of Earth and the stars whose pain and loss now threatens to destroy the very world he once called home and the entire universe along with it.
Yo! I'm excited for this one.
6 months earlier, the Ravagers were dispatched to abduct Peter Quill from his home world.
Yeah.
In this universe, Yondu never had his change of heart, so he turned Peter over to
There it
the
is.
celestial being known as Ego.
Wow, you won't be needing these anymore, Peter. Not when there's so much more for you to play with.
Ego called it the expansion, and with his son now at his side, he had all the power he needed to bring it to fruition.
With that kind of firepower, I don't know that there's a person on Earth who can stop him.
Not one person working alone, but a team.
You forgetting we're in the middle of a Cold War? All that "we are the world" garbage doesn't really play outside of MTV.
This boy has already torn through Midtown Manhattan in a matter of minutes, Howard. At the rate he's going, our planet won't last a day.
Who's on our roster?
There's no vegetable.
The potato chips are the vegetable.
Seriously? And you're supposed to be a scientist.
And you're supposed to like potato chips.
That's that'd be my logic right there.
Listen, if you don't want to talk to me, that's fine. Just do one thing. Turn on the TV.
What?
Dad, you should see this.
Terminal and parts of Midtown. The aircraft's occupant was seen heading south on...
Send the plane.
Ahead of you.
Already did.
This is so cool.
Things must be real bad if they had the balls to call us in.
Foster! Great.
Oh, wow.
Save the fighting for the battlefield, shall we?
Wow. Who's the guy in the armor?
King T'Chaka of the African
Yo!
Kingdom of Wakanda. They don't typically involve themselves in global affairs.
Also, Peggy is looking damn good in 88.
Hey, how'd the commies snag an invite?
Gorbachev wanted the target contained before he reaches Moscow, so he sent the Winter Soldier, the world's most deadly assassin.
Oh, interesting.
It looks just like him, Howard.
New York's a long way from the Mojave Desert.
Not in my ride.
Dr. Wendy Lawson, U.S. Air Force. She's spearheading our joint research into the Tesseract.
That uniform doesn't really look
Interesting.
like Air Force.
It's not.
about
It's
that.
Star Force.
What?
Long story. I'll explain on the way.
This kid puts on quite a show.
No fucking kidding. He just wants to ride the Ferris wheel. Just let the kid ride the Ferris wheel. It'll be just fine. That's all he wants. He wants a little raccoon. It's a boy raccoon.
From my perch, he does not look all that threatening.
Looks can be deceiving, Your Highness.
You would think the leader of a technological superpower that masquerades as a third world country would appreciate that.
Eyes? I have eyes on the target. He appears to
To be enjoying himself on this tilt-a-whirl.
See? Look, leave him alone. Let him go. He's fine.
In the photon grid.
You cover the trap. I'll handle the boy.
Are you sure you do not want any backup? Ah, I'm great with kids.
I
What's the matter, kid?
highly doubt that.
Something bugging you?
Oh my god. See? Let's provoke the celestial being here. Oh god. Oh, that's exactly what we need. Him freaking out in here. Oh! No! Not the raccoon! Yeah, I don't feel like they got a good plan here, man. I really don't.
Well, that went poorly.
Jeez!
I got him. Oh no.
I don't know why you thought a water tower would work. Your jetpack. Whew.
Thanks, big guy.
Anytime.
Thor? Yeah. I mean, I assume. Yep.
Who the hell is that guy?
Is it really you?
If you are referring to your doom, then yes.
Bummer. I thought you were the dude from Van Halen.
He would think that, right?
Jotunheim was the first to fall. Asgard soon thereafter. One by
Oh,
one, the
wow.
armies of the 9 realms perished at that boy's hands.
Oh my god, he's been busy then. Oh, we gonna have Hope become friends with Peter? Bond over music?
It's always been one of my mom's favorites. Or at least it was.
My mom loved it too.
That her Walkman? You're holding onto it pretty tight. I know if I still had mine, I'd probably be doing the same.
You know, you don't seem so bad, given where you're from.
Hey, what's wrong with Missouri?
Missouri? My dad said you were an alien.
Why else do you think I'd fly 10,000 light years to get here? In a ship, by the way, with no tape deck. I'm just trying to get home.
Funny way of doing that.
Security breach in the detainment facility.
She let him out.
What? No way. This was your mom's.
Look, it's a long ride to Missouri, and she'd be glad to know I'm sharing.
No.
I owe you one.
Defeat him with kindness. That's definitely something his dad wouldn't have done.
Peter's not behind all this. It's his dad. He says he's like a weird alien space god or something.
Yeah, great. Blame the absentee father. I get that enough for my own self.
To see to it that the boy submits to Asgardian justice.
Which entails what exactly?
Eternal flagellation, impalement, some light maiming, you know, standard stuff.
We can't just let you take him. We need to study him.
We need to kill him. He's a threat even without the seedling.
Well, what do you know? He speaks.
You want me to tell you where he went? Then you have to promise me you'll help him. You know that's what Mom would have done.
Peter. Why can't he hear me? Why can't I connect with my son?
You don't have the same taste in music. You're also kind of a dick.
Then I guess I'll have to finish what he started myself.
We already have our hands full with just one of these Celestials. How the hell are we gonna take on 2?
There is an ancient Wakandan proverb. One only wins a two-front war by getting out of your enemy's way.
Can't fight them both, let them fight each other. Lawson, tell me you've got eyes on that kid.
Settle this family dispute within the family.
You really think a child is going to be so willing to fight his own father? What?
You're not a parent.
Dude, you don't have a fucking clue. Then, yeah. I am Zod.
You've taken something from me. I'd like it back.
Hand over the codex. Ooh.
If you will not give us back what is ours, we will take it from you.
Oh, jeez. Shit, some of them were Naruto running. I was like, nice. Get a little Mummy 3 vibes here as well.
What? By Odin's beard.
Oh gosh.
Everything that's happening, it's not me. It's him. He has this power to get inside my head.
Oh god.
I thought maybe if I came back here, I wouldn't feel so alone. Without my mom, it doesn't even feel like home anymore.
Stand down, soldier. I intercepted your handler's transmission.
It's just you and me, pal.
Oh.
There is no me.
Pull back! All units, pull back!
It's interesting, Howard talking to his killer.
The anger, the loneliness. I know it can feel like you're drowning in it.
But I haven't, and you don't have to either.
When you see that kid, all you see is a target. But I see a future. The good he can do.
And I see it in you, too.
You don't know me.
Steve Rogers did. And the man he knew, the friend he loved, would never take that shot.
Bucky.
Yeah.
50 years later, Captain America is still saving my ass.
Get out of there!
The seedling!
Oh, yeah!
As if on cue, Wendy!
Krusty, jump!
We got it!
I hope you're right about this, kid.
This is my home, Dad. This is my mom's home. And I can't just let you destroy it.
But everything dies. Except us.
How could you say that? My mother. You said you loved her.
But I knew if she were to live, the expansion, the reason for our existence, would never come to pass. So I did what I had to.
You killed my mother?
No. I get it. You're upset. But you know you don't have the power to destroy me.
But you do.
Peter.
And with this, a little bit of you will always live inside of me.
I guess I've always known you would be a disappointment. You are human after all.
Actually, old man, my mom says I'm a Star-Lord.
No. You just gave him a fucking spirit gun. God damn. Holy shit. All right, Yusuke.
Peter?
God damn. Aww.
Hey, any word on Silent but Deadly?
He's in the wind. Something broke through that day in Missouri. The Winter Soldier may be out there, but I'm pretty sure Bucky Barnes is out there with him.
No. I mean, he still got that programming, though.
The boy may have destroyed Ego's corporeal form, but his planet still lives, and the universe will not know peace until I have avenged the ones we've lost.
Perhaps you forgot, Goldilocks. We have sort of a team thing going on here.
Then I suggest you suit up, team.
Nice. This one was really enjoyable, man. I loved this one, I think, beginning to end. Hey, God. Like, Peter, honestly, when he was showing up, was pretty threatening. At the end of the day, like they said, he is just a kid. You know, his dad being the daddy, the kind of daddy he is, and the kind of relationship that he's forced it upon him. It's interesting that they were able to connect with that and the way that they were able to utilize that. And also seeing the team that they would have created in '88 if this did happen when he was sent back, according to plan, at least. At the end, you know, Hank, I was just like, oh my God, this little badger is going to be so much of an issue because of his just tainted attitude. But at the end of the day, it was his fatherhood that saved everything in the end. You know, it was him and Hope. That's a sweet little touch right there. You know, having her connect with Peter over music, both being around the same age at that time, and sharing what was taken from him by Ego, the little bit of a connection to his mom that he had left that Ego tried to separate from him to turn him into this nihilistic space virus. It was a great way to connect and bring his humanity back around. And honestly, he was just, you know, he said he was trying to make his way home, but honestly, as a kid, you see Coney Island, you're going to go to Coney Island. You're going to try at least. And he did. He was just making his way there. He just wanted that raccoon. I was making jokes, but I think he legitimately was just going to be like, I want to ride the Ferris wheel. And then they were just harassing this poor kid. Seeing Giant Man, seeing T'Chaka, seeing all these people kind of rally together. You know, Peggy and Howard both still being active at this point was also really fun. You know, bringing Bucky in, having him awoken out of frozen storage just to kind of chime in on this mission. And then having Howard Stark, of all people, be the person that connects to him to keep him from assassinating this child, pulling on that string and bringing Bucky back. Now, like I said, Bucky's still got his programming in there. He has been deprogrammed, but he's at least awoken, you know, much like Steve did. Steve was able to talk and push himself through, and Howard was able to do that here, which is a nice little thing, too, considering the relationship that Howard and Bucky have, or would have in a normal situation. Having Wendy in here is a nice little touch considering the time they were here. Again, I really thought it was fun seeing the team they pulled together. Having it kind of hinge around this relationship that Peter has with his father and kind of just playing into his just want and need to just return home because he's being forced to do this thing he doesn't want to do. You know what? Sometimes that's just how fathers be. And he was like, what are the chances of turning a kid against his father? And I was like, you must have some great relationships out there, but like, it's a pretty common thing to really want to butt heads with your dad. So like, it was not the feat that they thought it was. And they were able to play into that, get him on their side, help them save his home, their home, all of it, and have him confront, you know, Ego, absorbing that seed of him to give him the necessary boost of power he would need to just spirit gun his ass out of existence. It was a great little thing to come about in this. You know, Ego, though, playing into his powers, like, he's got all of this ability, but then again, he just flaunts it with this, like, refrain that keeps him from just, I don't know. Again, it's his ego. Like, had he not been pulling his punches and playing with his food, he probably could have just easily wiped them all out. You know, instead, he's like, here, have a bunch of me, a bunch of clay rock me's, and play with those. He's just overwhelming with just stalling until his seed was able to get into his hands, activate it, blossom it, take over to this world. You know, had he had any kind of actual feelings of threat in this situation, he might have won. You know, I don't think there would have been any stopping him, but his hubris got the best of him yet again. So it was a nice little way they brought all that back. And then Peter becoming, you know, returning home, getting to stay here, making friends, having a new family, kind of fulfilling and filling out, you know, that family unit a little bit more as well. You know, it was fun. And having our Avengers established at this point to go out and help, again, avenge, you know, because Thor gave that little speech there at the end about, we got to go out there and get justice for all the worlds that had fallen to Ego and all this. So sets that up. And you're like, hey, there's a little bit of a team thing. As cheesy as that line was, works. It's fun. There's some really good jokes in this one, too. There's some really good little ditties they threw out there. Just got me, man. All in all, loved this one. Great action. Great visuals, and a fun little story at its core. But guys, what did you all think? Sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, check it out over on Patreon, or if we become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Mandy Share, Ryan Karen, York Scott, Melita, Robert Onguiano, Jeffrey Hale, Jake and Trell, Eric Official, Jojo, and Casey Wood. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.